Boys and girls, how lucky am I today to be speaking to one of my heroes? Really, one of the great blues artists in American history, the one, the only king of the Chitlin circuit, Mr. Chickenhead, the great entertainer, Mr. Bobby Rush. How are you today, Bobby?
Adam, I'm so happy to be here and I feel good. And so it's a pleasure to be talking to you and being with someone who keep the blues alive and believing in where it come from, where it is, and where it's going. Hey, without guys like you, what would the blues be? Thank you.
Bobby, you look fantastic. How are you feeling? How is your health today?
If it was dark, I would find the moon and jump over the moon because that's how good I feel, man. I'm just blessed. I feel good.
Good. Listen, Bobby. You have been in this business for over 7 decades. It's my understanding that you started as a teenager when you used to have to draw the mustache on your face.
Yeah, yeah. Larry, I had to. I didn't have a pencil, crayon. I had to take a mat, to scratch a mat, and put it out quickly and use the soot off the mat. You know, and put my cap on and go into the little club, act like I'm 18.
And
Yeah.
one of your first bands, if correct me if I'm wrong, one of your first bands, was it the Four Jivers or the Five Jivers?
Four jive was four of us. We talked so much jive, we thought we was bullshitters or whatever. Whatever they want to call them. We thought we was all of this, all of that. We called it the Bobby Rush and the Four Jivers. the
And
four, the four Jivers. Oh, we thought we was the lady men. You know how they go.
was Elmore James one of the Jivers?
Yeah, I had the band named Boyd Gilmore. His cousin was one of the guys that I named when I put the band together. Bobby Rush and the Four Jivers. I had a Bobby Rush blues band, but then the guy talked so much jive and so much hitting on the ladies, and said, we named it Bobby Rush and the Four Jivers. On the bullshitters.
And Bobby, eventually, you were born in Louisiana, but then you spent your childhood in, was it Arkansas, correct?
Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I left Louisiana in 1947. Then I moved to Pine Bluff, Arkansas with my father, who was a preacher and a pastor of a church. In the early 50s, I kind of migrated to Chicago, but how I got to Chicago wasn't just to Chicago. I went to Memphis, Memphis to St. Louis, St. Louis to Chicago. That kind of a because one on them days we were making enough money to buy one ticket one way all the way. So I
Right.
had to Memphis, which was about $3.75. Then about another $3.20 to get to St. Louis to Chicago with another $3.80. You know.
When you were in Pine Bluff, did you ever cross paths with Mr. Booker White?
Oh, I knew, and I didn't pass, but I didn't know about him. I learned about him through the grapevines. Yeah, yeah.
So then you get up to Chicago and you really begin your recording career, and you worked with some of the other great artists of Chicago blues, Muddy Waters, Jimmy Reed, Little Walter was a good pal of yours, and
Yeah.
am I correct? Am I correct that at one point you had a gig where they made you perform behind a curtain?
Well, they didn't make me perform. That's what they want. At that time, the black artists couldn't mingle or be in the audience with the white audience. It was all white audience. I played behind a curtain where they wanted to hear my music, but they didn't want to see my face.
And what year was that? Like what era was
Must
that?
have been 1954, I believe it is. 54, myself and J.B. Lenore. J.B. Lenore was with me.
It's very important, Bobby. I don't know if you feel like it's important, but I feel like it's very important that people today they know what the artist went through to have a career. And
Wow, you so right. I'm so glad, Adam. You talk about these kind of things, but the sad part about it, it have changed, but not enough. Because more things have changed. Look like to me, some of the things remain the same.
what would you like to see change in the music
Uh,
business?
well, in the music business, I like to see the hearts of men and women change because the law had been changed that you must treat a man equal. That's in the law, but that's not in the main heart, not in every main heart.
Right.
Because you can, if a man beat his wife, He learned not to beat his wife. He still is a wife beater who learned not to beat his wife. But when
Hmm.
you don't have a desire to beat your wife, that that's that's that, that's what God loves, and that's what I hope the world will come to. That we will have it in our heart to treat other men or women like you wish to be treated.
I couldn't agree with you more, Bobby. That's a wish that I have. And
Yeah.
I would like to thank you, first of all, for persevering for 7 decades in this industry. You know, with the ups and the downs in the industry, you have managed to make literally hundreds of records.
Well, 397 being be exact.
Oh, excuse me, to be exact.
397 records, and I have a new CDs out now, so just make 397 records. I think it's 26, 27 uh, album release, CD release, and the other thing was on was with other artists, either 45 or 78, 33 and the third. But I'm the time we had 45s out, back in the day. It wasn't
Yep.
CD, it wasn't albums, a lot of 45s.
Now, I want to talk about your new album, Rawer Than Raw, but before we do, I want to congratulate you, my friend, for winning the Grammy for Blues Album of the Year on a record that I love called Porcupine Meat.
Porcupine meat, man. But I just love the record itself. And I love the people working with me. Who's Scott Billington, who was a producer for this, and around the record, people, everybody was at this company for the first time in my life. I had a whole staff of people rooting for me and done everything they could do for this record and myself. And I just appreciate it and hope that'll come back again. So this last year we was nominated again, which would be my fourth time being nominated and won one. So I'm blessed, better late than never,
Well, you have earned it. It warms my heart to see a hero of mine, a true blues artist, uh, get some of the credit that they
Yeah.
deserve while they're here.
Wow.
I would like to show my viewers, my tough cookies, a short clip of you performing Porcupine Meat. We've got this clip that we're gonna go to right now. Let's take a look at it.
Wow.
Boys and girls, how great is Bobby Rush? Bobby Rush is the original tough cookie, and I'm so happy to be sitting here talking to him. Where are you right now, Bobby? Where are you sitting?
I'm in Jackson, Mississippi right now, Adam. Jackson, Mississippi. The heart of the Delta.
Listen, I know you lived in Chicago for
Oh,
many
I was in
years.
Chicago for 40 something years, but I'm in Mississippi where B.B. King, Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, Jimmy Reed, all these guys from this area. I didn't know these guys were from this area though at that time. They never think about those kind of things. And here I am living in Mississippi. My grandparents from Mississippi, although I was born in Louisiana, but my roots is Mississippi.
What brought you back down south, Bobby?
Two things. First thing, three things. First thing is that I was working in the South as a chitlin circuit artist, and I was working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday most of the time. And I would drive back to Chicago. I get back home like on Tuesday, and I'll be home Wednesday. I had to leave Thursday to get back to the South on a Friday. So I went home but one day, and I had young kids at home in school. They didn't get a chance to see me but once a week. That's 4 times a month. So I decided I would move to the South where I could work within 200 or 300 miles of my home and come home every night, or at least every other night, and see my kids and my family and be with them and kind of guide them so they wouldn't be like fatherless as children, And
Yes.
that's what I want to do. And the next thing I want to come south because uh, the Roots and the radio station were playing a lot of black music in the South still, and they
Yes.
were doing it in a lot of other places. So I came to be at the Root. And the third thing is that my great grandmama was a slave in Mississippi. So I came back to look for my root, and I found it. I found a great auntie. Uh, at that time was 91 years old at the time when I came back in '83, and of course now she was a white lady, but she never denied me situation. You know,
Bobby, you are an embodiment of the blues. Your life history, your music, I hear it in your voice, I see it in your smile, I hear it in your harmonica. To me, you are the blues.
Well, I feel the blues. I know the blues. My kids the blues. I'm the blues. I sleep the blues. I love the blues. And the blues all I know. If you don't like the blues, you probably don't like your mama.
You had a fantastic cameo appearance in the recent film My Name is Dolomite.
Yeah, Dollarback is my name with Eddie Murphy and all
Dolomite's
the
my
guys.
name.
Oh God, man, that was the best movie to me. I enjoyed it so much. Let me tell you about this movie. Eddie Murphy and all the people in the movie respected me and gave me so much respect. I didn't know they knew anything about Bobby Rush. But hell, Eddie knew everything about my records and the whole bit. I knew him from a film standpoint and from an artist standpoint, but I didn't know anything about him personally. But he knew a lot of things about Bobby Rush, maybe because I'm an old man. But that made me feel so good because I go and introduce myself to him and what I do. He know more about me and what I did than I know about myself. So and then he so kind to me, give me the shot and doing what I do.
You played yourself. You played yourself.
And I played myself, this is God truth. And it really wasn't no rehearsal. The guy just got the song, the promoter called, the producer called me about the song. Said, Bobby Rush, I want you to be in this. I said, what you want me to do? He said, be Bobby Rush. I said, that's easy. Being me, I just be myself. Go in that one take on the thing, and we went over a couple two takes, we had it done.
You know why, Bobby? Because if you want the real thing, you got to call Bobby Rush.
Yeah, well, I thought maybe it'd take me 2 or 3 days to get the part and get to the place they'll be satisfied with what I did. A couple takes, man, and they done with it. I mean, really.
I love that movie, and I feel like you guys are educating a whole new generation of young kids about what the Chitlin Circuit's all about. Right?
Well, Rudy Ray Moore was about to chill a second. I did a lot of shows with him, but I haven't got a chance to talk to Eddie Murphy on a personal basis, one on one yet. But hopefully, I'll do this before I leave this land. Tell him how much I appreciate him adding me to this Chitlin circuit, this kind of a film, and get to know people on this level, and people get to know me on another level other than just the stage as a performance. And this it meant so much to me. And I want to thank the whole staff, the producer, and everybody, especially Eddie Murphy. He just was dog to me.
You think this is the beginning of a new movie career for you?
Yeah, we know. It's maybe too early to talk about. We know she can't. We talking about it. We haven't got to the part that we're going to do what we're going to do yet, but we're in the talk about it now for a couple of things.
Good. Listen, I want to talk about Raw than Raw.
Yeah, it don't get no rawer than that, man.
Yo, this record is the shit. It's just you and you and you.
Well, no, it's me and the guitar and my big feet.
I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard a little bit of Skip James in there.
Oh yeah,
I heard a little bit of Robert Johnson in there.
yes, yeah.
But I heard a whole lot of Bobby Rush.
But a lot of Howler Wolf. Oh God, man, shake it for me.
Bobby, would you do us the honor of even just 30 seconds of playing something for us from the new record Raw than Raw?
Well, let me see what can we do for the Royal Royal. The singer we have out, Elmo James, come to me and what the heck this song, Dust My Broom. They've been did by a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
They clapping a whole lot of people, but it's been did by a lot of people. But I like the Elmo James version of it. Then I
Me
do.
too.
I like Elmo James. I'm gonna get up in the morning. I believe I dust my broom. I'm gonna get up in the morning, and I believe I dust my broom. I got me another woman. Now my friend can have my room. I'ma write a letter, telegram every town I know. I'm gonna write a letter, telegram every town I know. If I don't find it in Mississippi, I find it in East Monroe. I'm gonna get up in the morning. I believe I dust my broom. I'm gonna get up in the morning, yo, and I believe I dust my broom. You know, I found me another woman. Now my friend can have my room.
Woo, Bobby. Yeah.
I believe, I believe my time ain't long.
All right. My man Bobby Rush with Dust My Broom. You've heard Elmore James, you heard Eric Clapton, you heard Robert Johnson do it, but now you heard the great blues artist, one of my heroes, the king of the Chitlin circuit, Bobby Rush, doing Dust My Broom, which is on his brand new album, which is called Raw Than Raw.
Don't get no better than that.
Bobby, before I let you go, I got two more questions for you. Listen. You made a record that's very near and dear to my heart because I'm from Philadelphia. I live in Philadelphia.
Oh,
You made a record called Rush Hour.
yeah.
I love this record. And my favorite song in that album is I Lost My Keys.
Oh, gotta find my keys,
I gotta
man.
find my keys.
Yeah.
What do you remember about making that record? Did you work with Gamble and Huff?
Gavin and Huff were one of my someone that I respect so highly as producers and writers. And Huff just taking me in by his house and taking me into his, gave me a place to stay at his house and treating me like a son or brother or what have you. Uh, I never felt so good. But one thing about that situation, they trusted my writing ability so much and loved what I did. They said, Bobby Rush, here's the studio. Do what you want to do. And really, I came to pick their head. They were picking my head, you know. But nevertheless, I learned so much from them. I learned so much with them, and I think they did the same thing with me because they didn't know what to go. They didn't know what to do with a Bobby Rush because they had all the OJ and the Teddy Pendergrass and Honest Sister. That kind of music, what they were doing was great, but they didn't know what to do with a Bobby Rush. I had to kind of do it for myself, and they let me do what I want to do. Find my keys, man.
I love that record, Bobby. It is so funky. People,
Help me, somebody help me to find my keys. Won't you help me, somebody help me to find my keys. I lost the key to my door, key to my baby's house. Oh, I lost the key to my cat, key to my mouse. Oh man, that's you when you in trouble when you lose your keys.
I'm trying to make love, y'all, but I can't find my keys.
I can't find my keys. To get in, I get out.
Bobby, one of the things that I love about you, I'm a performer too, and I like to let it all hang out on stage.
Yeah.
And you have a sexy show. There's no other way to put it. It's a sexy show.
Well, I'm just me, Adam. You know.
Where do you find a pair of ladies' underwear that's 6 foot long? Where do you get?
Adam, it's easy to find. It's like it's easy to find in Mississippi, man. Come on. I'm in Mississippi. Adam, I'm in Mississippi, man. Come on, don't disrespect me like that. Just go around, just go to the church. You find to eat cornbread and collard greens and drink buttermilk. Come on.
The thing is, you remind.
I got to tell you this, Adam. I was over in Beijing, and the Chinese guys. I had the black girls there with me with the big booties and what have you. And the Chinese guy said, Bobby the Rush. how come he wanted to ask me how they grow the booties that big? He said, how come? I said, man, they eat rice. Eat rice? My wife eat rice all her life, but the booty just is flat. And so I laugh about that. So hey, I'm in Mississippi, man, where the booties grow big.
Listen, you remind me and all of us that no matter what the fuck is going on in the world, in the country, you gotta laugh. You gotta keep a sense of humor.
But that's what my show is all about. It's about not dying about what's going on. You laugh, keep them crying. There's a lot of things going on now, but I'm still blessed and thankful for what it is, not for what it could be. You know, and I'm all around. The guy was telling me the other day, which I don't like to get on the political stuff about the police brutality and the whole like that. But you got good police. So what about those? The few bad police ruin this battle for everyone. But there's some good people out here, man. Some good folks out here. I'm not saying there's no bad people. There's some good people out here in this life, man. Black, white, green, what have you. And we just all got to know that we in this world together. We must find a way to be together and live together and manage together. That's what we got to do. You don't have to love me, even my music. You don't have to like my music. But if I do it so well, I'm so good at what I do, you can say, I don't like old Bobby Rush, but damn, he good. That's all what matters.
Damn, he is good. Bobby, this show is called Tough Cookies.
Took home. I'm the main. Tough cookie.
You
That's
are
I'm
the
the man.
original. You're the OG Tough Cookie.
I
You've
love it.
been through it all.
I
You've been
love it.
through it all, baby.
Yeah. Let me say, Adam, I know you interview me, but Adam, I got to say something to you. Let me thank you personally for what you have done, what you've done, what you plan to do, because this show is one of the best shows to my heart that I ever done. Because first of all, you're a musician and you love the people who are doing it. You love people regardless of who are doing it. You just love the music and you keep the blues alive because the blues is the root of all music. Like I said before, if you don't like the blues, you probably don't like your mama.
Thank you, Bobby. Listen, I got Charlie Patton right here.
Patton, hey Patton.
I've got Little Richard.
Oh God, that's my buddy.
I've got Fats Domino.
Oh yeah, yeah. Walk
I've
into
got
New Orleans.
yeah. And
Who else you got there?
I believe, Bobby, that the blues and the soul music of America is it shows us what we all have in common, right?
Yeah, right.
I have, as have you. You've performed in people all over the world. You've performed for people who don't speak English. You perform for black people, white people, young people, old people, everything. When you get up on that stage with those big drawers that you got on, with the girls shaking it, singing, I can't find my keys. Suddenly everybody's together. Everybody's grooving together on your music.
Right.
I want to thank you, Bobby Rush. I want to thank you for your performances, for your songs, for your spirit. I want to wish you nothing but health and success. I think Rawer Than Raw should be the blues album of the year. And I hope we get 40 more Bobby Rush albums. I really do.
I thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to come close to at least 39 of them. At least.
And the next time you're in Philadelphia, I will take you for a cheesesteak and we'll go see our pals Gamble and
Oh, I love that, man. The cheesesteak is the thing, man. Come on. Love it.
love you, Bobby. You take care of yourself. Mwah.
Love you, man. Bye
Take
bye.
care.